Is this in focus? Oh no. So hi! I've been meaning to do this video for a little while now, but I finally kind of have the time and have kind of thought about these things a little bit more to feel like I can make this video. So mainly this is for my own kind of record of how I felt when I moved to Tokyo initially, but then also hoping that maybe I can help some people that are in a similar boat, you know, by hearing kind of similar experiences or seeing how I felt doing this. That's what this video is for. It's been exactly 2 months now since I moved to Tokyo. The time, I don't know, it's passed so quickly. I've done so many things and it just seems completely normal now to live here, which I never imagined. These questions, by the way, I get asked a lot, or have been asked a lot. Not as much as the question of, wow, how can you speak Japanese? Which is kind of on the daily. Anyway, I mean, I guess naturally people have been asking why I came here or why I left London, which, yes, sound like the same questions, but I don't think they are because I have 2 different answers to them, which is why I'm making this video. Question number 1. Why did you leave London, or why are you leaving London? I love London to start with. I lived there 75% of my life. I did do this calculation before filming, but I had a very comfortable routine going. So I went to work, had a lovely walk to work through Regent's Park, pretty much no overtime, finished at 6, then I saw friends, boyfriend, sister. I think what it comes down to is I was so uncomfortable of being comfortable. Yeah, the urge to leave very much came from me being way too comfortable in London, doing the same things. I did not make an effort doing the things I wanted to actually do. That includes things like catching up with certain people, going to a new restaurant, you know, whatever it is, like going to an exhibition. I used to be so proactive doing these things, but I think not seeing an end to my life in London, I just always said, oh, I'll do it next weekend, or oh, I'll do it when this happens, or after this happens, or there was just never a time where I'd be like, right, now is the only time I can do this. That only kicked in when I decided to leave London. That's when I was like, shit, I need to do this. And that allowed me to set priorities, but because I never even considered that there would be an end to London for me. Like, that's why I just got so lazy and living in my routine that I just never bothered anymore. It's like a relationship. I didn't make an effort, which is why I left London. And the reason why I came to Tokyo, you could say it's because I got a job. It's always been in the back of my mind that I have to come to Japan at some point in my life. Yes, I am half Japanese, so it does make sense. I've never lived in Japan before. I've visited every year since I was born. So I was 0 up until 23. Every year, at least once, I've been to Japan. So I didn't lack Japan in the sense that I went to the Saturday school every Saturday for 13 years. I had Japanese friends, I was surrounded by Japanese food, and I was living with 3 Japanese girls. Spoke to my mum on a regular. I didn't really lack any of that for someone who lives away from Japan, but this time now was the last chance for me to make the move to come to Japan. For many reasons. My mum lives here, that's one thing. My grandma lives here, which is a bigger thing actually, because there is a time limit. I think a lot of us, we think there's never an end to things. Like, at least I didn't think that, firstly, you know, that there's an end to my London life. Just anything, sometimes I think we need to do things like this of being like, fuck it, I'm gonna move. By the way, this decision happened within 2 weeks. To really realise, like, shit, like there's so much more I want to do in life that I won't do because I'm way too comfortable in what I'm doing now. So I was just really sick of myself doing the same things over and over again. There was just nothing big that was changing in my life anymore, and I think it was a shame. Although I'm fluent in Japanese, to not have lived here ever, it was a big hole, I think, as a bilingual, bicultural, bi-nationality person. The main message here that I want to get across is, if you want to do something, just do it. I think we as a generation think that time is kind of just always there. I know this because in London I'd be waiting for the right time to do such little things, like just don't wait for all these circumstances to line up, all the stars and the moons to be in the right positions, because they won't be for a while, and maybe it's just too late. For me now that I'm in Tokyo, if there's something I want to do as little as, I don't know, sign up to the gym, which I've done, go see my grandma, which I've done, buy a camera, which I've done, sort out my balcony, which I'm starting to do, clean up my room, I've done that today. You know, there's just so many little things in our daily lives that accumulate to the whole life that we have, that if you don't tick things off one by one, you're not going to get anything done. I just need to get shit done. Like, I'm 23 now, which is not old in any way, but in 7 years I'll be 30, and then in 10 years I'll be 40, and so on. Nowhere near have I done everything I want to do yet. And as cliche and shit as that is, like, live today like it's your last. If you need to clean your room, fucking clean it today, because tomorrow you might be dead. Maybe. My point is, if there's something you want to do, you should really do it. Now is the time to do it. Just do it. I hope I didn't blab on for too long, but I just wanted to sort out in my head also why I left London, why I came here, and I just really feel like it was the right time to do it. It was perfect, and I never expected it to be so perfect. I'm so happy that I've made this move, and yes, I do miss people. Yes, there's things that I'm not used to here. Yes, I'm working very long hours, but, and what, you know? What else do I have to do? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, this is what I want to do right now. I'm working towards tomorrow every day, so I really can't complain about anything. So whatever it is that you want to do, go do it. Including this video, which I've been putting off for ages, and I've actually finally done it, so bye!